I got all kind of shit in the bed. I ain't even I'm halfway through now. I'm halfway to the halfway point. My bad, y'all. And I heard y'all, and I be seeing y'all over there talking shit on Instagram, talking about she ain't paying attention to us. I am paying attention to y'all. I seen the comments. My bad. I seen the comments, y'all. I'm so sorry. That was these churning here ordering that stuff, and I had my phone on Do Not Disturb because of what happened last week, and it happened again. So I don't know. Next week I might just go live on YouTube. That way we don't get no interruptions, and I probably can share screens and all that good stuff. So I'm sorry, y'all. Part 2, I'm back. Hey, Facebook still up here uninterrupted, and here go Instagram interrupted. So annoying. But we was talking about the right of recession law. Hold on, where was I at? Yes, this what we was on. 1026.23 right of rescission, right? So with the right of rescission law, he's like, yeah, that ain't me. Yeah, I know y'all start seeing as soon as I start talking politics. That wasn't what it was. That was what the people them trying to order DoorDash, Uber, something they in there ordering. The people have to call me in order for me to let them in, and that's what happened. That's what happened last week. So I'm sorry, y'all, but anyways, we're gonna pivot under pressure. We're gonna keep it moving. I'm halfway through, so we about to get through the rest of the material for tonight, and then next week I don't know what we're gonna do. So anyways, I was letting y'all know that we're about to get into with the right of recession when it comes to the law. They also have to provide you with a disclosure in the right of in the right of recession disclosures, as I just showed y'all in the previous laws, right? So they supposed to provide y'all with those disclosures. If they don't, they in violation, and that's an automatic. You know, y'all can handle it however y'all handle it, but you can damn sure get your remedy. If you want the title to your car, you can get it. If you want your down payments back, you can get it. Again, this is your credit, so it's already your property, right? You're just exercising your right to get your property back. Okay, so that's the next thing I'll put on my screen. Hold on. The disclosures. So, the content of your disclosures or what they're supposed to provide in you, the law to go with that is 12 CFR 1026.8.18. So this is what they're supposed to be providing you in your or which disclosure they're supposed to be providing you, or what's supposed to be in the disclosures that they provide you. There you go. Got to get it out. Boop, boop, boop. So they're supposed to be letting you know in your disclosures the amount that you finance, how they determine the principal balance of the loans, how they add any other amounts in, all of how they supposed to. Let me pull this up on my computer because I can't even read that again. I swear these children got to find my glasses. I really don't need the glasses, but for stuff that be too small, fine print like it is on the screen, then I be needing it. Okay, 1.8. Okay, there we go. Is this the one? Because when you get into the disclosures, boom, boom, boom. Hold on. Okay, so the content of the disclosures, motherfucker. Look at this screen. Look at my roof. Okay, so they're supposed to be letting you know the amount you finance, how they determine the principal loan amount, what the cash price was, how they added any other additional amounts, what's financed by the creditor that's not a part of the finance charge. They're supposed to be subtracting any finance charge and any prepaid finance charge. They're supposed to be providing you the amount of any that's to be distributed directly to the consumer, which is you, the consumer. The amount that's credited to your account. They're supposed to be itemizing and disclosing to y'all everything. It's just like when you go and purchase a house, and y'all know, well, I don't know if everybody bought a house, but most people know if you ever purchase a house, when they go through closing, it's supposed to be the same experience when you go and get a car. They're supposed to be providing you with all this information, letting you know XYZ, element P, here are your disclosures, but they don't do that because they mislead you into thinking that you know, you're supposed to pay a down payment. That's all they be wanting. They just want deals on the back end. That's just like with anybody who scam. They want deals on the back end. I know that's a bad analogy, but I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it because that's essentially what they're doing. They scamming y'all. Shit. If you ask me, they the biggest scammers, and they can do this by law. But I'll go into that some more set of sessions down the line, right? So they also supposed to be providing y'all. Let me see if I screenshot this one. If not, I didn't. Y'all just take this one down. So 16 CFR 433.1. I'm gonna put it on here. 16 CFR, C like Charlie, F like Frank, R like Rabbit, 433.1. And I want y'all to go and study this law, right? So they also supposed to provide you your disclosure of 15 or 16 CFR 433.1. And if you look at, or you pull up 16 CFR 433.1 and you look at number 2, I'm gonna have so many screens on my damn computer because it just keep opening and closing and doing all type of stuff. Okay, so if you look at letter D, and under the definitions, they're supposed to provide you with the disclosure of what a purchase money loan is. So if you look at the definition of a purchase money loan under 16 CFR 433.1, it lets you know that a purchase money loan is a cash advance which is received by a consumer in return for a finance charge within the meaning of the Truth in Lending Act and Regulation Z, which is applied in whole or substantial part to the purchase of goods or services, which is your car or whatever you're going to purchase, or services from a seller, and refers consumers to a creditor or is affiliated by the creditor by common control, contract, or business arrangement. So they're supposed to be providing you with the disclosure so that you know exactly what a purchase money loan is. And if they don't do that, which they don't, because they're misleading you into thinking that, you know, you have to pay a down payment and that this transaction is not funded by your, you know, open-ended consumer credit transaction or what have you, they want you to think that you have to pay them a down payment. Your purchase money loan is a cash advance that's already supposed to be paying for y'all property. They are also supposed to be providing y'all by law material disclosures, right? So when you go into you know, your right of rescission, and you have to write them that document that we talked about earlier in the law, what you want to do is you want to pull out your contract. Your contract is whatever contract y'all signed with the car loan people. It normally have I don't have it here with me. It'll normally have a box at the bottom, and that box will be broken down in sections. What the hell is that? That box will be broken down in sections, right? And you want to go through and look at your documents, analyze them to see what laws go with what, right? So you want to pull up, and I don't have a screenshot of this one either, 15 USC 1601 V like Victor. And that's your material disclosures, what they're required to provide to you. So if they don't provide this to you, then go ahead and analyze everything that you have. So you want to figure out what are they required to provide you, how are they required to provide it to you, and then break it down in each document. So that's the first most important step of the process. That's why I said that y'all want to understand the laws that come along with, you know, you completing these processes, which is why I get on here and give you the laws and then tell y'all how to break it down. So how are they required to provide it to you? Clearly and conspicuously. That's also under the law. What you said, Naya? Oh, she wasn't talking to me. What? Oh, okay. And then you also want to go in, which code? I gave a lot of codes. I gave a lot of codes tonight. Which code you talking about? The one that's on the screen? Oh, the 15 USC 1602 V like Victor for the material. You want to ask yourself, did they meet these requirements? If not, what exactly did they fail to do? So, say for instance, when you write in your affidavit, or you're trying to notify or put the car loan people on notice that they pause through the connection. Did I go blank again? 15 USC 1602 V like Victor. So when they are supposed to be providing you with your right of recession, so they're supposed to provide you with 2 disclosures for your right of this recession. Under the judicial law, right? So you want to state in your affidavit that I don't know, locomotive, automotive, was supposed to provide me with 2 right of recession. So that's what they were required to provide. They were required to provide you with 2 right of recessions, and then list the law that states that they were supposed to provide those right of recessions. Did they meet those requirements? No, they did not. They failed to meet it because they did not provide those right of recessions. And the violation for it would be they failed to provide me 2 rights of recessions per 12. What was it? 15 USC. Let me go back up. It was one of the damn laws. I told you I quoted so many. 1660. No, that was not it. I'm not gonna quote the wrong one. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. So, the 15 USC 1635, they were supposed to provide you with your right of recession. They didn't provide you with your right of recession, so that's a violation pursuant to that subchapter 15 USC 1635. That's how y'all want to construct your affidavits, right? To let them know what they were required to provide, how they were supposed to provide it, and did they meet the requirements? No. And then if they did, what's the violation that corresponds with that violation? That makes sense. So I'm gonna pull up the law I just gave y'all, 1601 and B. That's the definitions for the material disclosures, right? So this is the law that goes along the one I just gave y'all, 15 USC 1601 B like Victor, right? So these are your material disclosures. So it lets you know the requirements of this law. They're supposed to provide you with the APR, the annual percentage rate. They're supposed to provide you with the method of determining the finance charge. They're supposed to provide you with the balance upon which the finance charge will be imposed, the amount of the finance charge, the amount to be financed. This is under 15 USC 1602 V. Did I say 1? I'm sorry if I said 1, y'all. It's 15 USC 1602 V like Victor. I might have said 1, so I apologize. They're supposed to provide you with the amount of the finance charge. I just stated that. They're also supposed to provide you with the amount to be financed, the total number of payments, the total of the payment. Sorry. So if your payments is $323 a month, they're supposed to provide you clearly and conspicuously the total of the payments, and then your number of payments. So if you're supposed to pay that $323 for 15 months, they're supposed to provide that in your contract. They're also supposed to provide you the amount of the payments. So the total, the number, and then the amount of the payments, the due date or the period of the payments to be scheduled, and also your disclosures by section 1639A, but that only applies to mortgages. And I'm not going to get into mortgages. That's a whole different ball game. Like I told y'all last week, y'all can't bill and error everything. I know y'all gonna try to, but don't do that, because they gonna know that y'all don't know what y'all talking about. So if they don't provide anything so that was 10 things I just listed. If they don't provide all of those within the material disclosures, or provide you all of those disclosures, then they are in violation, and you can definitely get your remedy. And whatever your end goal for your remedy is going to be. If you want your title to your car, if you, like I told y'all earlier, if you want your title to the car, you want your down payment back, whatever your remedy is, they have to provide that to you because they violated the law. And then, excuse me, some people will say, well, I have my car. No, I'm surprised nobody, no, don't bill and error everything, because you can't bill and error with student loans. What was I going to say? Doggone. Dog. I was going to tell y'all something. Y'all remind me what I was going to just say. But if not, I'm going to keep on moving. I forgot what I was going to say. Shoot, what was I going to say? Y'all forgot. Dang. I'm gonna start reading the comments because y'all be getting me off track. What I was finna say, y'all? You said if you still have your car, you were entitled of. I still don't remember, y'all. Okay, so I don't remember, but 15 USC 1632. So the form of disclosures and your additional information. This shows you how they're supposed to actually format your disclosures. So if it's not in this format, or if they're missing anything, any tables or anything from 15 USC 1632, they're also in violation. And again, you can get your remedy. So it's letting you know in this subchapter of the law how they're supposed to be providing you all this information. Again, this is the law. So if they are not if they're not providing, if they're not like abiding by the law, you know, with anything to do with consumer law, they have somebody who they have to answer to. They have somebody who enforces and regulates them. So the Federal Trade Commission, or the FTC, I'm not sure if y'all heard of that before. Some of y'all probably already do. Y'all study consumer law, right? So the FTC is actually authorized to enforce Regulation Z in the Truth in Lending Act. They're who you want to complain to. You don't really, when it comes to complaints, I'm really not a fan of complaints, but only because my experience with them, with complaints, they just taking the CFB complaints and they're really just making notes and documents. So I really try to go other routes when it comes to me having the creditors abide by the laws, because CFPB not doing nothing all day but taking your information and giving you a case number and telling you, okay, they responded, the company responded, right? Yeah, I'm not a fan of the CFPB. But for the Truth in Lending Act and Regulations Z, the Federal Trade Commission is who enforces and regulates these laws that we went over tonight. So y'all are more than welcome to submit complaints to them to be able to enforce your remedy. Can you get your down payment and title, or you have to choose one remedy? No, you get it all, baby. It's all yours to begin with. You get it all. So you let them know that you let them know what you want them to do. I want you to give me back my down payment of $1,000 and to remit me the title to my car, and I want to keep possession of my property, period. And that property would be your car. That's just like when it comes to repossessions and all of that. Repossessions is illegal, child support is illegal, all this stuff is illegal. People just not really willing to, I'm not gonna say willing to open their minds. Some people that just don't know about consumer law. People don't know how to study, or that's why I get on the live and I come and I give y'all this information. That way y'all can go study. It can open some people's minds, it can help some people, but I told y'all the person who I'm trying to help. That's really pretty much it for tonight, unless y'all have any questions. But I did want to reiterate from last week before we do jump off live, that when it came to billing errors, the 15 USC 1666 is the correction of the billing errors, and the judicial law that goes behind that is the CFRs, would be the 12 CFR 1026.13, which would be the billing error resolution. A lot of people were getting that misconstrued last week, so I wanted to come in and reiterate that the code, the law that backs up the code, which the code is 15 USC 1666. That's the correction of the billing error. And the law that backs that up is the CFR, 12 CFR 1026.13. If your car is totaled, can they replace it? What do you mean by replace it? If it's totaled, why I don't understand that question. So if your car is totaled, can they replace it? If it's totaled, that means that no, it's going to be that same car. So you have your what do they call that? The VIN number is going to be for that car. So you entered a contract for that car. If your car is total, it's going to be the same thing like when it's an insurance claim. You're going to have to claim the insurance on it. That's all I have for tonight, unless y'all had any other questions for me. Next week, I'm probably going to try to do a YouTube live or something, or a webinar, or I'll try to figured out before next week. I'll drop the links on Instagram to let y'all know. And then next week, I'm gonna be picking the topic for our study session. So normally I'll let y'all pick it. It's what y'all chose for this week, which was down payments. And last week y'all chose billing errors, but next week I'm going to choose it. So I'll let y'all know a few days before the live what we're going to be studying. But if y'all don't have any further questions, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell y'all good night. Nope. All right. So y'all good night. Be safe.